For a long time, I've been struggling with gun violence in the United States, whether it's in Pulse, whether it's Columbine, whether it was El Paso, Odessa, Parkland, and I've just felt like we needed to do something. In 1994, we had an assault weapons ban. And that's what we're talking about, military-style assault weapons. That's all we're talking about. And high-capacity magazines, and a national red flag law, and help for those people who have mental issues that need help. And we need to come together as a country. Everybody respects the Second Amendment, but we also are founded on the principle of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And I don't want to have to go to a family and say, my thoughts and prayers are with you. I want to be able to say, we're trying to do something to help.
You mentioned prayers. That was a big headline. I saw that this morning. This is something you've been praying on? Tell me about that.
All who hasn't been praying about this? Right. Again, my emphasis is that prayer is important, it's vital, it's necessary, it's part of our being. But there are other things that we can do. And I was disappointed in that same article, to have read that 3 of my colleagues don't share that same belief, that this small step isn't infringing on anybody's right to have a gun. It's just saying, do you really need an assault weapon that the military uses? Those types of weapons have a far greater impact than a shotgun, a pistol. And that is what has been weighing on me for a lot of years, and I've just figured now's the time. We can't do anything ourselves, but we can ask our legislators in Washington especially to, hey, here's a city that's concerned, and here's residents who are willing to speak out and say, we're okay with this, that we're putting public safety, we're giving public safety as much attention as we are the individual right to have a weapon. We're not wanting to take anybody's weapon away. We're just trying to say, do you really need a military-style assault weapon? There's not agreement on that. My colleagues are disagreeing with me. We may have to revise, because I would like to have something pass so that Clearwater can go on record as saying that this is important to us, it's important to our residents.
Yeah, you mentioned this is an emotional issue. It has also somewhat become a partisan issue.
People are making it a partisan issue. I'm not looking at it from a partisan standpoint. This should not be a Republican-Democrat issue. This is a national issue. It goes back to the very, today's Constitution Day. It goes back to the very founding of our country. But our country has changed. When most of us were kids, we didn't know what a cell phone or a computer was, but we depend upon them now. In 1776, they didn't know what a military-style assault weapon does, and they may have thought a little differently, and that's what I think we should be doing.